Hey guys, welcome back to XDA TV. I'm Sandeep, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the latest flagship smartphone from Realme, which is the X2 Pro. So in this video we're going to be first doing the unboxing of the X2 Pro, as well as doing the first impressions on what features it brings to the table and what makes this smartphone special, especially considering its attractive price point. Now before we get started, please do make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like this video and to see more content from us on XDA TV. Now let's get this video started. The box looks indifferent from the rest of the Realme devices. It's in white and shows off the X2 Pro up front. Inside the box you get the documentation and the TPU case, and it flexes, but it's also a bit rigid so as to not go out of shape easily and provide some basic drop protection. Below that you find the X2 Pro itself, which in our case is the Neptune Blue variant. It'll also be available in a Lunar White edition as well. Further down you have the Superbook USB Type-A to Type-C cable, as well as the SIM ejector pin, and last but not the least, the party piece, which is the 50-watt Superbook Adapter. Physically, the Superbook Adapter looks identical to the regular Book adapter, save for the branding up front. However, the Superbook can do 5 volts 10 ampere max, which equates to 50 watts charging speeds. The cable also feels a tiny bit softer compared to the regular Book cable and has Superbook branding as well. Anyone who has seen or used the Realme XT will find the X2 Pro to be quite similar in terms of the design language. You have the same Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection at the front and back, as well as the water drop notch and curved back that has now become sort of a Realme trademark. What is different, however, is the centrally placed camera unit as well as the new placement of the Realme branding. I won't say it's entirely new because the Realme X Master Editions did have a similar placement of the brand name, but this is now applicable even on the regular versions of the X2 Pro. I personally like it, but I can see that there are many others who would be on the other end of the spectrum as well. The Master Editions this time will be cement and red brick inspired, and they also look quite different and unique, and most important of all, fingerprints won't be visible due to the matte nature of the backs on these devices. Just by looking at the display, you would find it similar to the XT, but in fact it isn't, and there's a whole lot of changes. Firstly, you get a taller 20:9 aspect ratio, a slightly larger 6.5 inch screen size, but most importantly a 90Hz refresh rate on the Super AMOLED panel. Considering how this is priced much below the OnePlus 70, this could be a deciding factor for many in choosing the Realme over the 70. So far the display experience has been great indoors and outdoors, but we'll give a detailed analysis in our review. The notch might not please anyone, especially those who preferred the pop-out camera on the OG Realme X, but this leaves more room for other parts to be placed inside the phone. Realme is coming with two variants in India, an 8+128 and 12+256, both of which have UFS 3.0 storage and are powered by the Snapdragon 855 Plus chipset from Qualcomm. You get dual nano SIM slot, but there's no expansion for memory, but you do get NFC as well. Performance so far is very promising, coupled with the 90Hz screen, and it comes with Android 9 Pie with ColorOS 6.1 on top, but with ColorOS 7 around the corner, it should make the experience a whole lot better. Face unlock is really fast, and so is the fingerprint scanner, which is a bit time consuming when registering your fingerprints, but blazing fast for the unlock once registered. You get a quad camera setup at the back, of which the primary sensor is a 64MP Samsung GW1 1x1.7 inch sensor with f1.8 aperture, 0.8 micron pixel size, which comes in 1.6 micron pixel size with pixel binning, as well as a 13MP f2.5 telephoto camera with 1 micron pixel size, an 8MP ultra wide angle camera with f2.2 aperture and 1.4 micron pixel size, and lastly a 2MP depth sensor. You may have noticed the lack of a macro camera in that list compared to the XT, but that has been replaced with a more useful telephoto camera. And the ultra wide angle camera in this can still capture macro shots up to 2.5 cm in terms of the minimum focusing distance. There's also a 16MP f2 selfie camera, and overall quite an impressive spec list for the camera, and the initial impressions are also promising. And of course you can also expect Gcam mods to make the quality much better, and we shall be doing a video on that as well very soon. Realme states that the 4000 mAh battery can go from 0 to 100 in just 35 minutes, and that, believe it or not, is a conservative figure, as tests have shown that it can do it in around 30 minutes, give or take a minute and a half. So regardless of how long the battery does last you, you can be assured of one thing, that it'll be ready to go again very soon. So that was a quick look at the first impressions and unboxing of the Realme X2 Pro. If you have any questions, please do let us know in the comment section below, and also make sure to check out my channel Rev Atlas for more content on the X2 Pro itself and other smartphones, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more content from XDA TV. Thanks for watching. See you again in the next one.